The first person of Rochester tickled your earballs with their magical fingers. This next person hopes to tickle your eyeballs with some of their futuristic technology. The next person of Rochester you should know, but might not, is Paul Travers, CEO of Vuzix Corporation. I got a chance to tour their manufacturing plant in Rochester and talk to Paul and see some of the technology that is literally going to change the way you see the world.
Yeah, this is Paul Travers. I'm the President and Chief Executive Officer of Vuzix Corporation. We manufacture smart glasses for enterprise, right on through to medical, warehousing, logistics, etc. They're made right here in Rochester, New York, every one of them.
Paul moved to Rochester from Malone, New York to take a job at Kodak. He left that job against the advice of his stepfather to start a tech company.
My father-in-law was like, "Are you out of your mind, Paul? You're leaving to start your own business?" Anyway, basement of my house, making sound cards. I built and sold that ultimately to Advanced Micro Devices. I also met Grant Russell, who is the Chief Financial Officer of this company. We partnered together to make all that work. So that was like within 3 years of leaving Kodak. Then I built a universal serial bus connectivity company and sold it to Belkin.
Well, the company that's now Vuzix started in about 1993.
We were making virtual reality head-mounted displays for the consumer marketplace. We were the first company. You can look it up. There's a product called the VFX1. It looks like a football helmet, yeah. But we sold $6 million worth of product or so in our first quarter. It was very exciting. But the PC back then didn't have graphics accelerator cards in them. The stuff was slow, big and bulky, but it was still fun. You know, people liked it, but we needed next generation tech. And it's taken, well, here it is, 2020, and VR is just starting to get its legs.
In the meantime, Vuzix focused working with the Special Forces. And when they asked for something, it became a guiding principle in all of future Vuzix products.
They asked us if we could make Oakley-style sunglasses. They're like, we want to get rid of these laptops. I want to put on a pair of Oakley sunglasses, and I want them to be my computers. And if you can do that, Paul, we call it the Oakley Gate. If you can get through the Oakley Gate, half the U.S. military would buy these devices from you. So Vuzix has spent a lot of time on form factor. One of the things we learned up front was if it's big and bulky, you'll never succeed at making wearable stuff that people have to wear for a whole day's effort. 8 hours later, it better not hurt when you're wearing these devices. They have to be comfortable and lightweight, and our devices are in the ounces, like more 2.8 ounces kind of thing. So they're lightweight, truly wearable all day, and we are very close to making glasses that look like the Oakley-style sunglasses that the Special Forces guys wanted.
Paul thinks that all their hard work and general technological advances are all coming together now to make consumer VR glasses a common reality.
If you think about what they're doing with the phone today, they're teaching it to look down the road, look out in front of you, and put stuff on the screen as a function of what you're looking at in the internet. They call that augmented reality. But the OS, the software, is all forming and morphing in this phone so that the user interface and everything is changing to holding the phone up, pointing it down the street. And when you look at the screen here, you see the street, but you see arrows on the road telling you the direction you need to go to get where you're going. People are not going to walk around like this with their hands up like this using their phones. All of this OS change, the whole world of computing is getting ready to morph into wearable computing. It's the future. So when you think about how big that is, it's hundreds of billions of dollars worth of business. There's going to be a lot of winners. Vuzix will be one. Our only question is, how big of a one can we be?
Since Vuzix products are made for remote maintenance and remote work, when a pandemic limits and restricts a majority of people to off-site, their products were naturally thrust into heavy use.
We built these glasses for connectivity. And if you think about it, if you can send a pair of glasses, they're on-site, somebody on-site puts those glasses on, and then an expert or somebody who's trying to see what's happening on that on-site location can just log in like a Zoom call. It's a huge savings doing this. Why put a person on a plane when you can just ship a pair of glasses and be done with it? Glasses can stay on site. They can go with heavy equipment. They can be in a hospital today where others cannot be. And so COVID, what it's done is highlight that amazing feature for Vuzix. And that's the issue with these smart glasses. It's a whole new paradigm for doing remote support, remote maintenance, remote work. And so to get an organization to adopt it's difficult. This forcing function due to COVID has changed that. That people have no choice. And they're realizing this is a much better way to get work done. And so this isn't just going to be related to COVID. COVID has helped Vuzix make people aware of what's possible with smart glasses. Smart glasses are the future. One way or the other, this change is happening. Just like you don't pick up a map anymore, there's going to come a day soon you're not going to pick up a phone anymore.
I think it's sooner than people realize.
So do I.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Andy.
That's awesome.